Broski Club now over 300 members strong. Might as well call me Finn Balor because I got a rocket strapped on my back and I'm headed right to the top. Welcome to my Raw reactions, first thing in the morning. The show this week kicks off with Sasha Banks, who makes her way down to the ring and thanks everyone for their support over the years, leading to her becoming the new WWE Women's Champion. She goes on to say how she's going to win at SummerSlam, but is immediately interrupted by Charlotte, who comes down looking pissed. Sasha Banks recaps the fact that only a short week ago she made Charlotte tap to become the WWE Women's Champion. Now Charlotte responds that it doesn't matter, she took advantage of one mistake, wouldn't happen again, and come SummerSlam she won't need Dana Brooke, she won't need Ric Flair, she will recapture her women's title on her own. Charlotte made this weird comparison between Sasha Banks and bringing home the prom king or something. I don't know. It was weird. Basically, long story short, she said that Sasha Banks was exactly like a one-night stand, which I didn't understand because I thought those were awesome. How did Sasha Banks respond to this? By saying that Charlotte was the product of a one-night stand. Wow! What's next? Hair pulling and eye gouging? Oh, I smell a cat fight, guys. Wouldn't you know it, just as things were starting to get interesting, Chris Jericho makes his way out saying quiet about 50,000 times, and then he gets in Sasha's face for the things she said about Charlotte. Charlotte made a penis joke. Enzo Amore came out, said a bunch of crazy stuff, which was entertaining as always, and it eventually all led to Mick Foley coming out to the top of the ramp and making a match between Enzo Amore and Sasha Banks versus Charlotte and Chris Jericho. Side note, how about that sexual tension between Sasha and Enzo, huh? How you doing? Now, as if a fresh new matchup wasn't good enough, we got the little cherry on the sundae, if you will, with Kevin Owens being on commentary. Not only was he gifting us with his amazing insights on wrestling, but we also got Kevin Owens redefining men's fashion by stealing Byron Saxton's tie and wearing it with his t-shirt. So get your best t-shirts out, get your best ties out, and put them on together. See? I look great! Now, Enzo and Sasha worked very well together as a team early on and completely dominated Charlotte and Jericho. The highlight for me was easily the double suicide dive. Very cool spot, very fun to watch. Although Sasha Banks, when she does that, she always... She gives me, okay guys, she worries me. She always seems a little bit out of control when she does it. Please, just don't hurt yourself. You're like the only one there who I actually like. Thankfully, during the commercial break, the universe realigned or something, and when we came back, Enzo was getting his ass kicked, which is the way these things are supposed to go. It was really weird seeing Enzo, you know, beat someone up. In the end, and after a few shenanigans from Dana Brooke, Charlotte was able to hit natural selection on Sasha Banks and pick up the 1, 2, 3 and the win for her team. Oh, but the MVP was Kevin Owens. Oh, and after the match, Jericho hit Enzo with a code breaker, then Big Cass came to the ring to make the save, and Jericho basically did the smart thing and got the fuck out of Dodge. Up next, we have Braun Strowman versus a man with obvious brain damage, and if you don't believe me, go back and watch the promo he cut before the match, then come tell me that dude hasn't taken several shots to the dome. But hey, at least he had a chin. Again, just like last week, Strowman killed him. What the fuck were you expecting? We go backstage now. We have Stephanie McMahon with Mick Foley. They're busy patting each other on the back for a job well done on Monday Night Raw when Mark Henry walks in, basically says he wants one more run. Steph says he's too old. Mark says he's not too old. Mick Foley gives him the benefit of the doubt, and he makes a United States Championship match between Rusev and Mark Henry. We're still backstage with the Golden Truth. We're playing Pokemon Go! No, I know what you guys think, but I've taken some yoga classes, I've read some self-help books since last week, and I'm not triggered by Pokemon Go anymore. No reason to convulse on the couch. It's a fun game that people have every right to play. and I'm starting to warm up to Pokemon Go. Moving on. Alright, up next we have the Golden Truth versus the Shining Stars in what I'm sure was going to be a fantastic match. I can't wait to get into this one, guys. They lost the match because of Pokemon Go? I'm sorry, Doc. Huh? What happened? Where am I? Alright. Yeah, so anyway, the Shining Stars won the match. Up next, we got an in-ring promo from Finn Balor. Now, Balor makes his way to the ring, but doesn't really get to say too much because he's immediately interrupted by Seth Rollins. They said a lot of words, and like I established last week, I have a very short attention span, so here's the promo for people who can't pay attention like me. Finn Balor said he was going to win at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins said he was going to win at SummerSlam. And that's all you need to know. After they were finally done talking, Seth Rollins tried to cheap shot Finn Balor, but Finn Balor was too smart for that and countered with a 3-hit combo worth a whopping 7,500 points. Nerd jokes! Up next, we have a United States Championship match between Mark Henry and Rusev. Now, guys, I had a little issue with this match going in. They made a big deal about Mark Henry being at the Olympics later this summer. So, gee, I wonder who was gonna win this match. Did you answer Rusev? Congratulations, you are a winner. After the match, Rusev got on the mic and cut a heel promo on the Olympics, which basically went like this. Hey, Real Sports. Fuck you! Oh, and he also says some unflattering things about the United States of America, but I'm Canadian, so I didn't care. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, isn't Canadian, and he did care, and he made his way down to the ring, and he was all like, America! Fuck yeah! And he gets right in Rusev's face. Now, Rusev tries to calmly leave the ring, but the big dog is having none of it, because nobody messes with America, boy! Roman Reigns proceeds to beat the crap out of Rusev and sends him back running across that border where he belongs. Roman Reigns is gonna not only recapture the United States Championship and bring it to America, he's then gonna build a wall, build a wall around it.
We're going to build the wall. We're going to build the wall. We're going to build the wall.
USA, USA, USA. USA. Up next, we have Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. Now, Titus basically dominated this entire match and won thanks to the always fatal handful of tights to steal this one from his former friend, Darren Young. So it looks like we're getting a Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young feud. Yay. Backstage segment now with Stephanie McMahon, Mick Foley, Cesaro, and Sheamus, but I'll be honest with you guys, I was too busy making this joke, so I'm not too sure what happened during this segment. Oops. Up next, we got Nia Jax versus a sexy black girl with a mohawk. Right on. Woo-wee! Nia Jax beat the fucking mohawk off this poor girl's head. And then she stepped on her chest to pin her. My god, what's not to love? Next, we got the Club versus the New Day, and unfortunately, Xavier Woods was barred from ringside. Now, this match lasted about, I don't know, like 2 minutes. You had Anderson and Gallows, who were too sweeting over in the corner, and Big E basically just rolled up Anderson for the 1-2-3 and the win for the New Day. Thrilling, absolutely thrilling match. After the match, the Club beat the living hell out of the New Day. Up next, we got Cesaro versus Sheamus. Now, guys, again, I gotta be honest with you here. My buddy Kenton tweeted me a video with this fucking thing in it. And yeah, wrestling was the last thing on my mind after that. No, seriously, can someone fucking tell me what that thing is? Because somebody should shoot it. Your winner, Cesaro. Now, during the commercial break, an all-out brawl broke out between Cesaro and Sheamus, but, you know, fuck it, why show that? Now, in the confusion of the brawl, Heath Slater and a returning Jinder Mahal jumped into the ring and both demanded that they got Raw contracts. Now, Mick Foley comes out and says he has one spot left on Monday Night Raw and that we were gonna get a match between Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal to determine who got that spot. Well, the match started. Jinder Mahal kicked Heath Slater's head off. So Jinder Mahal's on Raw now. Cool. We go backstage now with Tom, or is it Tim Phillips, who's with Chris Jericho, who says that Enzo Amore is lucky that Big Cass always has his back. This prompts Jim or Tim or Tom or whatever the fuck his name is to ask Jericho, who's got Y2J's back? That's when Kevin Owens appears and lets Y2J know that if he ever needs him, Kevin Owens is his man. And thus, Jericho is born. You guys like that? I came up with it myself. Up next, we got a match between Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. Now, I was looking forward to this match because Sami Zayn is probably one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent guy in WWE right now. And you put him in the ring with Seth Rollins, you're gonna get some magic. And magic is exactly what we got. I really enjoyed this match. It was pretty damn good. Sami Zayn missed a haluva kick, which gave Seth Rollins the opening he needed to hit the pedigree for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Seth Rollins. Next, we have the return of the slightly enhanced beast, Brock Lesnar. Now, basically, this was the Paul Heyman show, and he once again proved why him with a mic in his hand is money. Like, I'm not even gonna try to recap this promo for you guys out of respect for Paul Heyman, or, you know, laziness. Either one works. Basically, though, Heyman went on to sell SummerSlam better than anybody else in the ass-backwards company known as the WWE could ever hope to do. And just as he was screaming how Randy Orton had no chance of hitting an RKO on Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton showed up from out of nowhere and nailed Brock Lesnar with an RKO before escaping through the crowd for a chaotic end to Monday Night Raw. So there you have it, guys, my Raw reactions for the week. I thought this was another pretty good show, and I mean, that's 2 in a row we get now. So next week is probably gonna suck something fierce. But seriously, though, I thought the women kicking off the show was an awesome thing to see. I'd much rather see Sasha Banks and Charlotte kick off a show than Stephanie McMahon or anybody else in her goddamn family. Now, I felt that Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins absolutely stole the show. It wasn't even close. Their match was really fun to watch. Kevin Owens on commentary is gold, and I'm really happy that they're putting him together with Chris Jericho because I still want to see them together in like a buddy comedy film. It's just a license to print money. Hire me, WWE. I got ideas for days. This week's Raw Reactions was once again brought to you by RemoPlay, the app that lets you control what you see on your television through your smartphone. Be sure to check them out, guys. Link in the description. Check out my broskies over at kayfabetoday.com for all kinds of great, well-written wrestling articles. Until next Tuesday morning, get your best t-shirt, get your tie on, get ready to win at life. Broski out!